Wilkommen, bienvenue, and the warmest of welcomes to Duncombe House Diaries. Now, before you all despair at the brevity of this forthcoming episode, I have some very exciting news for you all. No doubt you have been desperately lamenting my absence recently, and I can only apologise. However, I have some jolly good news for you all. When we started documenting the monumental renovation, restoration and reinvigoration of Duncombe House on the YouTube, we committed to providing a video every 2 weeks, and you all loved it. Unfortunately, this quickly became impractical, what with having to manage the aforementioned renovations, restorations and reinvigorations, so we went to a longer episode once a month. But it has now become clear to us that that timescale simply isn't cricket either. And therefore, my glorious little gooseberries, we are going to endeavour to bring you a fresh from the Aga slice of Duncombe House flavoured content every single week. Yes, that's right, your ears are not deceiving you. Every 2 weeks was far too much for us, so we are going to try every week. If I've said it once, I've said it 12 or 15 times. Never let common sense get in the way of life. Our new episodes will be a combination of my facetious nonsense and Jazz's fantastic daily diaries.
Okay, I'm ready.
Giving you all full, naked access to our bizarre little lives and the ongoing renovation of Duncombe House. Now, I will try and focus each week on a specific constituent part, but invariably I will waffle and overshare, so please do prepare for the chaos. As always and forever, however, our axiom at Duncombe House is to ensure that you are entertained and feel absolutely immersed. So I implore you, nay, exhort you, to nourish us with your comments and feed back to us what you love about our channel, what you hate, and what you would care to see more of. We have an unbelievable amount of juicy little updates to give you over the coming months, from the restoration of our 200-year-old bay windows, which have only taken 1,000 hours, our mission to repoint the entire house in gorgeous Womersley lime mortar, some full warts and all updates on how the renovation is going internally and externally, the good, the bad and the ugly. A huge announcement following our Heritage Consultants historical report, and some excruciating detail on our new colony of wild bees. Today, however, we're going to start with a Bobby Dazzler. In the spirit of celebrating our new format, we are going to give you all a refreshed year-on ground floor tour. For those of you new here, allow me to explain a few things. When we purchased Duncombe House roughly 1 year ago, we were not simply faced with a renovation. Firstly, Duncombe House came with all its magnificent contents, and we spent the best part of 3 months carefully and fastidiously clearing her room by room. Once that was done, we were faced with the chaos left from 2 very significant fresh water floods, which had left the inside of the house in areas totally decimated. We are, however, now at a very exciting juncture, where Operation Damage Limitation meets Operation Restoration. And we can begin to put this gorgeous home back together. She's never going to look worse than she does now, bless her, so it felt like a very good time to show you what we're dealing with, allowing you to better appreciate the journey we are all about to embark on together. Over to Jazzy.
Hello. Welcome. So as Jack said, I'm going to show you inside and show you the chaos that's been happening. That sound all right?
That sounded marvellous, darling.
Hello. Hi. Come on. So this is going to be our living room. It originally was the living room. We are planning on reinstalling it basically. So we're going to be putting in a new fireplace. We've had our electrics being fixed at the moment. We're going to be having our cast iron radiators going back in here. We've also got to obviously redo any of the coving that's broken, replaster the curved walls, get the floors sanded and restained. Furniture, curtains, lighting. Yeah, a few jobs.
A few jobs indeed. Now, as we all know, the living room is the heart of any home, and the heart of a home quite often requires a focal point. In here, we think it's going to be the fireplace, but we're terribly nervous about having an open fire because people keep telling us how awful it is for the insulation. Do any of you have genuine open fires? And if so, I would like to hear your experiences. Are we having smoke down the chimney in the winter? Are we having a constant draft? Do let us know what you think.
Thank you. So next we'll go through to the dining room. Quince. This is going to be the formal dining room. I'm picturing a big, long dining room table here, looking out into the bay window. Obviously this is where the Christmas tree will go, fireplace, some kind of statement lighting, perhaps like a built-in bookcase here, cast iron radiators going back in, and again, curtains, floors sanded, plaster, lighting, and everything else.
I know exactly what you're thinking. Who on God's green earth needs a formal dining room in 2025? This is not Downton Abbey, after all. However, Jazzy knows what she wants. And as you can tell from her already planning where the Christmas tree is going to go, her priorities are well and truly in the right place. If you have superfluous dining room which you very rarely use, please do comment below to help me further my case for turning this room into my watercolour studio.
Also very excited to get these floors cleaned.
Mustard coloured Minton. Love, love, love.
Okay, next I'm going to go through to the office. So in here, luckily, a lot of the plaster has been kept intact. It wasn't that ruined by the leak, this room. So we're going to be going around, filling any plaster that needs doing, the aligned plaster. Obviously, we're keeping the original cupboards, the built-in cupboards here. We're still undecided about what to do about this fireplace. Jack's team keep, I'm team get rid. And then we're putting back all the furniture that is currently in storage. So they had the great big leather top desk here, probably like a cabinet here. I don't really want to block these curved walls, I want to show them. So yeah, and then obviously lights, heating, curtains, insulation, and all that jazz.
Oh, someone's been watching Chicago. I cannot wait to turn this room into a musty, stale den of antiquity. And of course, the fireplace isn't going anywhere. Oh, hello, Quincy. She agrees.
This way? We have Quincy with her favourite person, Julian. She just sits by him and waits for biscuits all day. In here, you guys will recognise the boot room. Like we've been saying, it's going to get worse before it gets better. The stove is under here being protected from all the dust and everything that's happening. This is the main hub for all the electrics. Everything's coming through here. We've got having some insulating plaster going on the walls, so it will really keep this room warm. And then really we're just starting from scratch and building back up, because obviously the leak was directly under here. So this room and the room above really got the brunt of it all.
How many boots can 2 people, 1 golden retriever and 2 black cats possibly have, you're asking yourself? Well, quite a few, but a boot room is far more than a place to store boots. A boot room is a sanctuary from the elements, where one can sit round the table and warm one's toes by the fire. The best thing about our boot room is, of course, the terrazzo marble floor, which we love, love, love.
Again, you have to use your imagination here. This room one day will look fantastic. This was originally one of the older kitchens, so we're going to reinstate it. We found some of the old cupboards that were actually ripped out of here and that we found them in the coach house. So we're going to reinstate them up on these walls and do like built-in cupboards. This is obviously going to be the passage back through to the main house, and this goes all the way through to the pantry rooms where we also have the walk-in fridge.
What Jazzy isn't telling you, and probably because she's realised that if she says it out loud to anyone other than me it would be ridiculous, is that she wants to turn this into a wrapping room. Yes, you heard me right. Wrapping, as in a room for wrapping presents.
So it doesn't really look much different in here. We've pretty much just cleared it out, and then this has kind of been used for storage. It's absolutely freezing in winter in here, so we're likely to give this room a clean up and then see what it looks like once we've done that. We've got to get a lot of the paint off the tiles, which is going to be...
I'm not entirely sure why we have a microwave in the pantry either.
A very messy job. The showstopper, the fridge, which obviously we're going to keep. And we're hoping to reinstate it as some kind of wine room, a real feature of the house. We're not going to get it back up and running because the fear of how much it's going to cost to run is real. But I think even as a feature itself, it'll be amazing.
I am definitely going to try and get this fridge back up and running.
So going back through the passage... Here, at the end of the hallway, we have the...
Come on, darling, the suspense is killing us. The...
downstairs bathroom. This is the room that we'd really like to try and fit a shower in, alongside a toilet and a sink. Toilet's got to go there because of the soil pipe. I'm hoping we can fit some kind of shower here, potentially, because then we'd have a downstairs shower, which would be really great. But yeah, if not, that'll be a really, really handy downstairs bathroom.
A plumber she is not, ladies and gentlemen. But when it comes to the shower, she is absolutely correct. We have lots of people in our life who are slightly challenged by stairs, so having a downstairs shower is going to make life far more enjoyable for them.
And then we are back in the main hallway. I think next time we'll show you guys upstairs. It's a bit of a mess up there at the moment. We're starting to plaster, which is really exciting, but it's probably its worst possible state now.
And when she says we are starting to plaster, she literally means we are starting to plaster. Unfortunately, there simply wasn't budget for the heritage lime plasterers, so we are going to, with the help of Womersley's, give it a go ourselves. So get ready for a solid laugh in future episodes. And that's that, ladies and gentlemen. The downstairs of Duncombe House as of July 2025. Goodness gracious, I hope she looks slightly different in July 2026. We hope you all enjoyed that. Please do offer us any pertinent pearls of wisdom which may be in your possession downstairs in the comments. As you can see, we have our hands full somewhat, and would adore any constructive feedback you have, even if it's just to wish us luck. Oh yes, and before I forget, if any of you have a wrapping room yourself, please do let me know, because I am certain that it's not a thing. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it has been a pleasure as always. Don't forget, today is Tuesday, and that means another unmissable Treasure Tuesday, which, if I can work out how, should be linked above now. We will be back with you next Tuesday for another imbecilic episode of Duncombe House Diaries. Despite me trying for months now to persuade Jazzy that we could just make do with candles and oil lamps, she is insisting that we have electrical lighting in our home, so next week we are going to be asking you to help us head scratch our full lighting plan, from chandeliers to reading lights. I already feel sorry for our electrician JJ. We wish you all the most magnificent of weeks, mesdames et messieurs. TTFN.